Tax relief is on the way for more than 80% of New Zealand workers. The government confirmed its long-anticipated policy in today's budget. If you're earning about $62,000 a year, you'll get an extra $25 a week. High earners on $150,000 a year, you get $20 a week. Minimum wage earners working 40 hours a week get $12.50. A retired person relying solely on the pension will only see an extra $2.25. And the price tag for all this, $3.7 billion a year. The government says the tax cuts are fully funded, but overall they're borrowing an extra $12 billion. Political editor Jenna Lynch joins us now. Kia ora, Jenna. Is this what we expected?
Nicola Willis has done pretty much exactly what she said she would. That's why we're calling this the as advertised budget.
So the gross
4 hungry mouths to feed stretches the family budget to its limit.
And when we have spent our whatever it is, $200 a week on groceries, that's it. That's it.
Ria Apiata is the squeezed middle. She does everything she can to make it work. Today the government made good on their promise to boost her back pocket. Their family will get $22 a week. But the coalition cut public transport subsidies.
And those $22 extra a week will go straight towards the $100 extra I'm needing a week for transport.
Nicola Willis promised tax relief and she delivered.
I have kept that pledge.
Even if a little late, the tax cuts won't hit pay packets on July 1 as promised, instead July 31, a month late. And the $20 tax cut is landing perhaps a bit flat.
It's not going to make a huge amount of difference, unfortunately.
Bloody good.
Bloody good?
Bloody good.
It's not going to make any difference to my life. I'd sooner it go back into the economy.
It's same back into healthcare, education, people who need it.
Pretty useless.
Should be helpful. Yeah, I've just been made redundant, so anything's better than nothing.
Well, it's not much, is it? I mean, anything's good, but it doesn't really help.
$25 a week is the maximum tax cut. There's also the childcare subsidies already announced, which will give middle-income families with young children $125 a week.
Not every household will get that much, but our package intentionally targets low and middle-income families with children.
Many, of course, there are those who lose out. Parliament's lawn was filled with protesters as Nicola Willis delivered her first budget. And down in Christchurch, pensioners learning they'll have to make do with an extra $2.25 a week, while high earners like the politicians will get $20.
It seems a bit disproportionate, really.
We can retire again. Sorted.
What can you buy with that?
Nothing. Not even a bag of crisps, I don't think.
God, they're generous, aren't they?
What can you buy with that?
A loaf of bread. That's shocking.
And there's no more coming. The Finance Minister has ruled that's it for tax cuts until there's a surplus.
And until we are returning a surplus, New Zealand won't be in a position to deliver more personal income tax reduction.
And then there's those with bills that are unfathomable. This week, Newshub spoke to Vicky Hudson-Craig, who's paying $5,000 a month for cancer treatment, one of the 13 cancer drugs National promised to fund.
It's literally life and death.
They didn't. They broke the promise. Vicky is devastated, telling Newshub votes were given to National on the back of that promise.
Do you think the cancer patients you've broken your promise to will be happy with their $25 a week?
Well, we are really committed to expanding access to cancer treatments, and we regret that it hasn't been possible in this budget.
Akil Chaudhry is also devastated. He's got stage 3 lung cancer.
If the public was not supporting me through Give a Little page, I would have been dead last year.
He's handing over the last $10,000 he's been able to fundraise on Give a Little tomorrow for 2 months' supply of osimertinib. Again, one of the 13 drugs promised and not delivered.
I felt really let down tonight. Honestly let down. Really sad.
Why did you make the promise if you couldn't deliver it?
Well, we are determined to deliver it.
But not right now, not like they promised Vicky and Akil.
Let's bring back Jenna now. Has the Finance Minister, Jenna, got the balance of the budget right?
Well, those cancer drugs were supposed to be funded by targeting the free prescriptions program just to community service card holders and superannuitants. The coalition has gone through with cutting that program, but they haven't delivered on their promise to redirect it to the cancer drugs. I'm told that was because that it didn't make enough savings, it didn't bring them back as much as they thought it would. I'm sure that that is not going to land well on the ears of those needing those cancer drugs, though. Looking through that savings program, there's nothing that sticks out as a major alarm bell as a mass cut to entitlements or government services. That indicates that Nicola Willis has taken a scalpel rather than an axe to this cuts exercise. The left will argue she's gone too far, the right will argue she hasn't gone far enough. That lands her in a political Goldilocks zone. But the cuts are not done. The savings exercise is going to be an annual event, partly because Nicola Willis has set herself $2.4 billion operating allowances for her next budgets. Treasury has warned that that is just enough to keep the lights of government on, so they're basically zero budgets. If she wants to fund any new initiatives like those cancer drugs, she's going to have to make more cuts to pay for them.
Political editor Jenna Lynch, thanks for the analysis.